Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be around the globe. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the friendly neighborhood Christian whistleblower, coming to you with some great enlightenment, coming to you with some great information here on the early morning on the East Coast of the United States of America. It's just before 1 a.m. Wanted to put this down, wanted to get this out. Interesting, I think, powerful, I think. And we hope, speaking of interesting and powerful, we hope that you can be at the What to Do When You're Dead extravaganza of enlightenment. Coming up real soon, December the 10th, here in Clearwater, Florida. Go to www.jeffreydaugherty.com and you can find out all the information about it right there. Durzo Blint says, I bought your books. Love them so far. Thank you very, very much. I do appreciate that. Meow's a good time to be here. Everything is just fine. If you're new, I welcome you. If you're old, I welcome you. If you're helped by these programs and want to support, use the super chat, the $ below where you put in your name, or go to jeffreydaugherty.com and use PayPal. Don't have to have a PayPal account to do that. But we're looking forward to that event. We've had some great interviews today. Trisha Gelder, Wayne Steiger and I, Julie Poole. Very, very important, very, very entertaining, and very, very outstanding stuff. I want to talk to you today about something. What is Isromeal? Well, that's a great question, and I hope to give you a great answer as we go to the book of Romans, and we begin to talk about Isromeal. What is it? Well, there was an idea in the beginning of the first century, or about midway point of the first century, among spiritual people, that Israel as a nation, Israel as an entity, and really the idea of Israel as God's chosen people was a farce. Was not true. And guess what? They were right. There's no such thing as a God that chooses people. Not a real God. Paul says, has God cast away his people? God forbid. And yet, God, no respecter of persons, Romans 2:11, for God does not show favoritism. Wait a second. I thought God had his people and would never cast them away. But how can a God that doesn't show favoritism have his own people? He can't, folks. That's what you call a contradiction. That's what you call a contradiction. That's what you call a contradiction. That's why you've got the friendly neighborhood Christian whistleblower to point these things out to you. The true God, the Elohim, does not show favoritism, ladies and gentlemen. The true Elohim do not, look at this, Theo, the true Elohim, and this is so good because I say this all the time and you don't believe me. When the New Testament's talking about the Elohim, it says Theo. When it's talking about the Lord, it says Kairos. So this is Theo. The Elohim, the true gods, do not show favoritism. So the idea that the Elohim has cast away their people. The Elohim didn't cast away their people because the Elohim had no people to cast away. But this idea that God had chosen one nation, that idea was cast away by the time Romans was written at the very latest 50 AD, 60 AD. So there you go. The idea that Israel was the chosen people of God was over amongst true spiritual people by 75 AD at the very latest. And here's Paul trying to fight to keep this alive. He says, I'm an Israelite. I'm of the seed of Abraham. I'm of the tribe of Benjamin. Let me show you something while we're here, just for the fun of it. Let me show you something. Flag of the tribe of Benjamin. Flag of the tribe of Benjamin. Anybody notice anything? Anybody notice anything? Anybody notice anything? Anybody notice anything about the tribe of Benjamin? Anybody notice anything about the tribe of Benjamin? Oh, look at that. It's a wolf. The tribe of Benjamin is a wolf. And what did Christ warn us about in Matthew 24? He warned us about a wolf in sheep's clothing. All right, well, we'll go with Matthew 7:15. Beware of false prophets that come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. I want you to notice this right here. I got to show you this. Ravenous wolf. Old Testament. Watch this. Ravenous wolf, Old Testament. Benjamin is a ravenous wolf. Paul, I'm of the tribe of Benjamin. Benjamin is a ravenous wolf. Paul, I'm of the tribe of Benjamin. Benjamin is a ravenous wolf. Paul, I'm of the tribe of Benjamin. Paul, I'm of the tribe of Benjamin. I'm a ravenous wolf. And who did Christ say that you had to watch out for? The ravenous wolf. This really is, folks, just that easy. Paul, the ravenous wolf, was trying to keep alive this idea that God had chosen the people, the gods that don't show favoritism had chosen a particular people. So what's the point, Jeff? God did not ever choose a people. When people started listening to the message of the Christ, they figured that out. So this whole idea of God having a people was cast away by truly spiritual people and was only being kept alive by the ravenous wolf, the wolf in sheep's clothing of the tribe of Benjamin, foretold by both the Old Testament and the Christ. That was Paul, the first human rat bastard, if you will. Now, check this out. Israel has stumbled that it should fall, this idea that God has chosen a people. Guess what? Here's the idea that they're trying to pitch to us, and here's the idea that we've bought. If some of the branches were broken off, and here he is admitting that this whole idea of God having a chosen people has been broken off. And then we, a wild olive branch, have been grafted in among them. So that's all the same tree. So listen to this. He's saying that Israel was God's people. They were cast off. Can I ask you something? Who cast off the people of Israel according to Paul's theology? God, the gods never had a chosen people, but the God of the Bible, the rat bastard, did have an agreement with Israel. Who broke it off? Of course, the rat bastard broke it off. Why did he break it off? Because Israel was no longer of use to him. So Paul tries to sell us the idea that Israel was broken off and that we, the non-Israeli believers, are grafted in among them. But what really happened, ladies and gentlemen? What really happened? Who was really grafted into this idea of God's chosen people? For I, brethren, don't want you to be ignorant, Paul says. All Israel shall be saved. All Israel shall be saved. But yet, up here we just saw that Israel's been broken off. And over here we saw that God doesn't have any partiality. So what is Paul talking about? He's talking about Isromeal. Jeff, what's Isromeal? Paul says, I am the apostle to the Gentiles. I'm the one that brings in the Gentiles. Who are the Gentiles? The Romans. What Paul is telling us, he's showing us the game plan, because for some crazy, weird reason, they have to show us the game plan. Paul's showing us, okay, the rat bastard, he got tired of Israel. He's cast them away. The rat bastard got tired of Israel. He has broken them off, as we just saw. He's broken them off. He broke his covenant with Israel. And before you start feeling sorry for Israel, it was Israel at the Tower of Babylon, the people, the Hebrews, meaning people from the other side. They are the ones that broke a covenant with the rest of us, humanity, and sold us out to the rat bastard. That's why we failed at Babylon. Babylon was not the rebellion of wicked men against a righteous God. It was a rebellion of righteous men against the wicked God. And we'd have won, but Israel sold us out. Those that would become Hebrew, those that took the other side, the side of the rat bastard. So they broke a covenant with us. He broke a covenant with them. So don't feel sorry for Israel. God didn't spare the natural branches, the ones that he made a covenant with. He didn't spare them. Why? Because Rome became much more usable for him than Israel was. He read the tea leaves. He saw, you know what? Israel is on the descendants. Rome is on the ascendants. So what did he do? He cut off Israel. He broke off his covenant with Israel and started a new covenant with Rome. And it's couched in spiritual language here by Paul to make you feel warm and fuzzy about it. But the point of the matter is that Yahweh dissed the Hebrews, who dissed us, and picked up with Rome. But Israel is still going to be saved. What does he mean? Well, as you look at the world today, and folks, just in case you didn't know, he tells us right here in no uncertain terms, concerning the gospel, they're our enemies. Who we've been talking about? Israel is our enemy concerning the gospel. Who else is our enemy concerning the gospel? Those that are grafted in are our enemies concerning the gospel. The gospel is the good news, the message of peace. So those that are our enemies, as far as the gospel goes, concerning the gospel, your enemies are those that originally sided with the rat bastard against you, namely the Hebrews, and those that have been grafted into this coalition, i.e. the Romans. And if you look at people in places of power today, there's still many people of the nation of Israel that are in many high and lofty and powerful positions within a structure that was born in Rome and has never died. So you've got Israeli leaders, or Israelis heavily populated, heavily represented among the leaders of this new system of Rome, because the rat bastard has stayed faithful to the ones that he still thinks he can use. And this is the new covenant that the rat bastard has made. So it's this thing called Isromeal, the Roman system, the Roman religion, with some of the leaders of the old people, the old original covenant of Israel. You sold out your fellow humans to serve me. So even though I sold out the majority of the Hebrews, I'm still going to keep the leaders of the Hebrews into this new thing that I've made, this new engrafted conglomeration of peoples that I now use and serve, and peoples that now use and serve me. Those that have been grafted in. It's Isromeal, ladies and gentlemen. How come we say Rome fell when all the Roman laws, all the Roman religion, all the Roman financial systems, greatly assisted by what? The Israeli, Hebrew, Jewish financial systems. They're ruling the world. You can argue with my exegesis of Scripture if you like, but let me see you sit there and argue that we don't live in a Roman world run by Hebrew money. I'll wait. And I can't do the Kermit thing and stick my finger out because this cup is too heavy. I'll wait. Tell me we're not in a Roman world run by Hebrew money. We are living in the world of Romans 11:1, the engrafting of the Romans into the original covenant with the Hebrews. Ladies and gentlemen, where do we live? Ladies and gentlemen, where do we live? Ladies and gentlemen, what kind of world are we in? We're in the world of Isromeal, engrafted indeed. I'm the Christian whistleblower, Jeffrey Daugherty. This is the gospel truth. And what you gonna do now that the truth of the gospel is breaking out all over you? You've listened to me. I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to read your comments here and respond as much as I can. It's the third show today. Yeah, I know. That's actually the fourth show today. I had a light day today. I had a light day today. It's one big, huge lie. Absolutely. The Tower of Bible, I mean, Babel, good job, Tanakh group. You're actually right. Wolf, Wolfie. They're crying wolf. I am the wolf tribe, said Paul. Damn it, man. Love the connection. Thank you. I'm here to observe the end. That's what I do. I'm in the making connection business. And cousin, business is a booming. Boom, 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 boom. I know you don't like it. That's why I do it, because it's fun. Jeff doesn't sleep till 4:30, yo. And it's only 1:30. We is wild. The Mexicans, how'd the Mexicans get into this? Romans were Catholic? Dude, it's called the Roman Catholic Church. Now, at the time of Jesus, they weren't Catholic yet, of course. It was just started then by Rome, by Paul and Nero and Herod. But by 300 AD, the Roman Emperor Constantine had proclaimed Christianity the religion of the empire and had called it the Holy Roman Catholic Church. Make a connection, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the Romans were Christians. And since Rome is in Italy, I would say it's safe to say that Romans are Italians. This is the real whore of Babylon. Very well put. Who said that? Gravity Storm Deborah. This is the real whore of Babylon. Oh, that's a good one. That's a real good one. Isromeal. Isromeal. The real whore of Babylon is Isromeal. I don't know if you're seeing that. Let me share my screen. The real whore of Babylon is Isromeal, engrafted indeed. I'm the Christian whistleblower, Jeffrey Daugherty. This is the gospel truth. Bam. That's some good stuff right there. I know geography. Well, okay. Good for you. That's important. An egg with thumbs. One piece of darkness just took leave of the world. Charles Manson is dead at 83. Is he? Is he? Not that I don't trust you, but yes, Charles Manson is dead at 83. How about that? Maybe we'll have to do a little show on that. Charles Manson dead at 83. You killed Hitler and Charles Manson. Impressive. Don't know what that means. We do live in a Roman world. Look at all the similarities. Yahweh is a sifter. He serves some sort of purpose in the grand scheme of things, but it's just time for him to go. Absolutely. Dean Winchester, even though I'm very much Team Sam, explains a lot, Jeff. Truth bombs. Thank you very much. Why did they make Israel a nation? Again, to play out the Revelation myth. Tanhawk Group, you got it. Didn't know you do shows this late. Yeah. Catholics funded by Hebrews. What do you think? Look around. Jeff, if you skip me again, I'll call you out like I did. I don't know what you're talking about. He. Manson was a madman, but he once said, I have believed to be true all these years that every man is Jesus Christ. Manson was crazy, but he knew some stuff. Blood sacrificer, good deal. Twisted, but likely very confused. Free Charles Manson. Dean killed Hitler in an episode of Supernatural. Ah, that's right. That's right. Dean did kill Hitler in an episode of Supernatural. That's funny. That is funny. He did. I remember now. Would I get Charles Manson out of a soul farm? Yeah, I think I'm being trolled by he, and Jen Fisher got him. Thank you very much. Manson did live a long life. Could AI create spirit? That's a good question. I say no. Although I think if you look at the show I just did, Yahweh is AI, I'm thinking that AI or that Yahweh may have found a way to digitize the essence of life that is in the blood. So I guess you could extrapolate that to say, yes, they are able to create spirit. They're able to at least, I don't know if they can create it because they are taking it from us. No, they can't create spirit, but they can preserve it in an artificial environment. How about that? Dean Winchester. I'm not trolling you. You just didn't answer any of my questions until now. Probably because you're rude. If I don't answer your questions, there's a good reason for it. Probably because you're rude. That's a good way not to get your questions answered. And I did reach out to Quinn Michaels. I can't make him respond, but I did reach out to them. Read the message just prior. That was supposed to be to you. What? Anyway, sorry. Trying to do a show here. I agree, Jeff said the same. Weird how it works that way. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Isromeal. Michelle, thank you very much. I salute you. Overwatch channel did an AI vid. Excellent. Dan of Overwatch channel will be here, I'm pretty sure, for the December 10th extravaganza. And just in case you haven't heard, let me show you something that I find very exciting. And no, not for the obvious reasons, you silly people. I find this very exciting. Not only is Heidi Vandenberg going to be here for the December 10th extravaganza of enlightenment, also the lovely and talented Jenny Moonstone will bring her unique perspectives and insights on the tarot as well as society and culture to her presentation at the What to Do When You're Dead extravaganza of enlightenment, Sunday, December 10th, 2017 in Clearwater, Florida. Tickets are still available at jeffreydarty.com. Register early. We're going to run out of space. We got to limit it to 100. And once we hit 100 paid, we won't be able to accept any more folks to come in. And with your $50 entrance fee, not only do you get all of the sessions, not only do you get access to all of the readings that will be going on, palmistry, Vedic astrology, tarot, crystal ball, divining rods, cosmic initiation deck, You'll also get a personalized PDF delivered to you from Heidi Vandenberg of your Vedic birth chart if you send in your name, your exact birth date and time and place of birth. And you'll also receive your basic numerological profile prepared by me, Jeffrey Daugherty, your friendly neighborhood Christian whistleblower. And Jenny will be on site to be doing her tarot and her additions to the extravaganza of enlightenment. So that's Sunday, December 10th. Make your reservations now while there's still room. Don't miss out, because, ladies and gentlemen, let me make it clear. Once we get to 100, we can't have any more because we can't fit any more in. It's 100 is as many as we can do. So please do make your reservations if you do want to come. Manson knew some stuff. I didn't say he was enlightened. I said he knew some stuff. Spirit is infinite wisdom and can't be AI programmable, but only in a finite way. I can deal with you. I understand what you're saying. Jenny is great. Rudy, help a brother out. Come on now. I may come out to the left coast. Clearwater, Florida is very, very pretty. No doubt about it. And it's about 65 degrees right now, so it's not always hot. Really, Trex Lex? That's kind of base. Come on now. And there may be more surprise guests at the event, so stay tuned. Dean, I say give in to temptation. Come on down. Well, folks, there you have it. Isromeal. But remember these simple things, ladies and gentlemen. Remember these simple things. Paul says he's of Benjamin. Benjamin is the ravenous wolf. The Christ said, watch out for the ravenous wolf. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all right there in front of you. It's been there forever. It's been hidden from you. Isn't it time for wakey, eggs and bakey? Isn't it time for you to wake up and smell the coffee? Isn't it time for you to wake up and see what they've been doing to you? How long do you want to stay asleep? How long do you want to be fat, dumb, and crappy? How long do you want to be somebody else's bitch? And of course, it's 1:19 in the morning. So if I want to say bitch, I'll say bitch. I got tired of being somebody else's bitch. I hope that you will too, and step up to the divinity, the sovereignty, and the freedom that is within you. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, your friendly neighborhood Christian whistleblower, and we won't get fooled again. We won't, because I won't let you get fooled again. Sarah, you got some competition for being Rex's #1 fan, and Dan's Overwatch channel is a great channel to watch. That's why I've got it listed on the front of my channel as goes into timeout. Oh, funny you should mention GTA. I got a little something to show you. A little something to show you. Look at that. GTA. Look at that. Gospel Truth Army. What is that? It's these right here. Gospel Truth Army, GTA, and it's camo. And I got a bunch of these, so people that come to the event just might get one of these in your welcome kit. And we're going to figure out how those that aren't coming can get one of these sent to them as well. It's official. Gospel Truth Army, GTA, rocking the house. How do you like me now? I love these things. GTA, bro. There you go. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the friendly neighborhood Christian whistleblower, servant of the GTA. bringing you to water, not forcing you to drink, bringing you to objective data, not forcing you to think, hoping to lead you to the discovery that you are your own guru, that you can, I don't know, 55 Porter, guide your own spirit and master your own ascension. Till we meet you again, may I encourage you to stay fearless. May I encourage you to ask questions and question answers. And I salute you as you unindoctrinate yourself.